Good morning all. It's Friday, the 5th of January already. I want to do a little bit of an unusual shave today. I'm going to call this one the Event Horizon or Down the Rabbit Hole. Just because I thought we'd do for a start some parasol, a little bit of a shave cream for a change. I'm going to just put a little bit of this on my face as a pre-shave. Haven't used this in months and months and months and months and months. Then I'll put a little bit more on the brush and then we'll be all set. Why am I calling this episode the Event Horizon? Now here we come to the interesting bit. Reason being, several people rather liked to start with Shavettes, which is naturally how I started. I started on Shavettes. And I just wanted to show the progression that one can make from Shavette to the different forms of straight razor. So we're going to start off with a couple of Shavettes, and I'm going to say the plus points and the negative points, comparing them to the holy grail of a proper straight razor. For a start, I was talking to my good friend in the little cafe just now in my town, and he is a Shavette user, and of course he cuts himself quite regularly. Any little pimples or anything the Shavette will find. They're extraordinarily high performance, very sharp blades. Some of them, like the Japanese feather blades, they come in different lengths as well. Let me just show you what I mean. That's your standard blade, which you snap in half. So it looks like that. Very short, very sharp, and you'll probably cut yourself applying it to the razor, if you can call the Shavette a razor. Anyway, I think you don't want to hear me blathering on, a little bit more. This is actually quite a nice lather, nothing wrong with that. Let me show you what I mean. This is a knockoff copy of an expensive razor. This would have been a feather, but it's a Barbarossa. Anyway, this is the usual slide apart, put in your blade, and off you go. The advantage is it holds exactly the same as a nice, proper straight razor. So I quite like these. They're very adjustable. Yep, and I have to say, it's an extremely nice but very sharp shave. It's so sharp I can hardly feel it cutting, but it is cutting. It's cutting very well actually. Let's do the moustache. Yeah, resistant free, very good, very, very good. It's got a Gillette blade in it, so yeah. I have to say, if I was going away and I wasn't allowed to take a straight razor, I would use a little Shavette like this. But here's the big but. It hasn't got quite the same feel. But I would say, if you're going to get into straight razor shaving, it's a very good start. Let's now try another variant. This one is even more fun. This is a Shibumi. And this is based, of course, on the classic Japanese Kamasori. Exactly the same. It has a little slide out. Look at that, isn't that cute? Little slide out device, which holds the blade. This one, of course, totally different action. I'm going to try this on my neck. Oh, don't feel that good. That's a fair bit of stubble. It's doing the job. So if you like the Kamasori style handle, why not? I'm not sure how you're really supposed to shave with a Kamasori. Yeah, it's doing the job. Little bit specialist. So I think we forget that one. Now we're beginning to go down the rabbit hole. So there's your two starters, like so. That's your Shavettes. Now let's go to something far, 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 far better. Let's go to a razor made in the USSR. Now this one I've tested 3 times. It's a fabulous little 5/8 razor. No comparison to a Shavette. I'm sorry. The Shavette's a very good blade. I mean, I'm not knocking it. They are very good. But this is a proper razor. And this was made in the mid-1960s to celebrate Russia's wonderful successes, Yuri Gagarin, etc. Anyway, let's try this. Yeah, lovely. No comparison. But a different feel. Not as sharp. This is not as sharp as a disposable blade. But you're 100 times more in control. It's more stable. It's more solid. But of course, you have to strop it, which to me is a pleasure and a skill. So yeah, okie dokie. We've used this one before, so that's a cheat. But that's a beautiful little Russian razor. Price-wise, next to nothing. You can buy Shavettes up to any price. I've seen feathers for, I can't say in dollars because I don't know dollars, but over £200 for one of those. One of these, about £30. Sorry, but anyway, that comes in a historical box. Excuse all my writing, these are my notes. Beautiful little case. Historical item. Now we're going to go on to where, unfortunately, the rabbit hole ends. This is why, if you cross the event horizon, you fall into the black hole. Yes, this is the beast. This is a Wolf Blades special custom. And this was made for our wonderful friend in California by Trevor Olson. And Mr. Bandafrito has changed his name on his site, but never mind. Still Serge. So Serge's wonderful beast. And this is the Lamborghini, the Ferrari of razors. So if you really want to go up market, if you really want something special, and this has got special steel, this steel will never rust. It's RWL34 high grade stainless steel, and oh my god, it's smooth. Smooth and incredibly sharp. I haven't even touched this since my last shave with it, which was weeks and weeks ago. It's a different feel, this steel. If you get it just right and you tune it in by swapping it and very occasionally refreshing the edge. I've only refreshed this once because I wasn't used to it, and the wonderful Serge sent it in perfect condition, but I've tarted it up because I'm a tart. So this one is now 24 karat gold plated. I can't own a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari, but I can own something better. Now that is smooth. Oh my goodness me. Can you hear that? Luxury. Pure customer luxury. Sorry, Russia, this beat you. So I'm just going to wipe some seb off, and I'm going to try another little path here. This, of course, has a beautiful curved edge, which we call a smiling edge, like a scimitar. Now that was interesting, a few loose hairs there, which I missed before. And you can always tell with a proper razor where you have been and where you haven't been. Let's go across the grain. Low angle. Yep, lovely. and against the grain. There is a solidity and a firmness and a proper grasp when you're talking about a big beast like this. The actual blade isn't massively huge. The decoration is, and I think it's wonderful. I fell in love with this when I first saw it on YouTube. When Serge in California started shaving with it, I thought, oh my God, what a statement. What luxury. This will still cost you less than a couple of new tyres, or even worse, new wheels on your car. You know, so horses for courses. A little bit tuggy because it's different to the others that I've just used. But at the right angle, oh, luxury. Very, very smooth razor. Very, very good steel. Yep. So once you've got a few shaves, I do mean a few hundred shaves under your belt, then such horrible things as cheap razors rather go out the window. An expert can take any razor and with honing and lapping and stropping properly can give a magnificent shave. What I love about this is it'll last not just my lifetime, it'll last several other lifetimes, and is a work of art and a treasure from Trevor. Oh yeah, that's the way to go. So, my conclusions on the depth of the black hole that you've entered. Once you've tasted the goodies, there's no coming back. So if you want a manly hobby and you don't particularly like looking like a 1960s beatnik or an English professional footballer, then I suggest the straight razor. Anyway, chaps, this is getting on. I've shown you a few little tricks. Well, little tricks. I've shown you a few different ways to shave. If you like my nonsense, please try and follow my channel. And for newbies into straight razor shaving, what can I say? Lucky you. But this is the holy grail of razors. And the others are almost as good. So I'm going to call this a couple of more passes and then that's it. Oh, that's nice. Yep. Can you hear that cut? Smooth, effortless, no irritation. Doesn't even matter what soap you've used. Who cares? This is the Porasso. Good quality, nothing wrong with it. Use whatever you like, lads. If you've got the right blade, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Supreme. A couple of little unusual passes here. You can put the lather on and off, on and off, like that. There's always a bit of resistance under the chin. This is where most people's stubble is pretty heavy. Mine is. Unfortunately, people have complained, quite rightly, that I don't seem to have a lot of stubble. It's because a lot of it's rather white. And white stubble doesn't show, but you can hear it. It's old barbed wire. Anyway, that's it. That's a perfect shave. Done. I'm going to very carefully wipe off this masterpiece. That's the beast, the fabled beast, which was designed in California. It was made in South Africa. It was made by a master craftsman. This was, of course, a Wolf Blades by Trevor Wolfson. And I'm now the proud owner. You can be too. All you got to do is pick up the skills and learn a few tricks. There you have it. No irritation, no problems. What do I think of Shavettes? They're good. I mean, you know, I started on Shavettes, and for travelling, yeah, why not? Taking the blades in and out is a fag. But they're good. I mean, they do work, and they work very, very well. All the barbers have to use them because the laws were changed erroneously. That's the Allen block just gone on. I just feel a little bit of sting, but I must admit, hardly anything. The more passes you do, the more your skin is abraded, and therefore you will feel a little bit. Anyway, this is 16 minutes of my nonsense. I'm sure you don't want to hear any more. That's absolutely perfect. Doesn't need any aftershave, doesn't need anything. And that's with 1, 2, 3, 4 different razors. Yeah, there you have it. Welcome to the rabbit hole. Bye for now. Thanks for watching my channel. Do subscribe.